everyone, welcome to another review. In this review, we're going to be checking out the new Nerf Sharpfire. Word of warning, it is gray trigger. Usually we don't have to worry about gray triggers in the United States, except they have been making their way to Target and Amazon, which is really disappointing, so don't expect really good ranges out of this. Right off the bat, you can tell that it is really small. Here is a double strike, just as a comparison. They're really similar in size, and it's much smaller than I thought it would be, so I was a little bit surprised by that. But it also comes with 10 darts, which is kind of awesome, because this thing holds, I think, 6 or so. But let's get it right out of the box and see what all we get with this. As I was saying, this thing comes with 10 darts. It holds 6 in the back and 1 up here, so you have 3 extra, which is nice because I love blasters that come with extra darts. As I was also saying, this thing is super small. Even with the stock and the extended barrel, it is really kind of tiny and cramped, and especially when you take the stock off by pushing this little button down here and take the faux barrel off just by pulling, it is super small. Here's that double strike again, just for pistol to pistol comparison. Not much bigger at all, but for a super small pistol, the grip is really comfy. More so up in the front because I have room for my fingers. This little back piece right here is not so much comfortable. I can't really get a grip other than this, which is a bit awkward. I wish they would shave this part off so I could get a better grip around the entire thing, but whatever. So it comes apart, and Nerf is trying to put this as a 6-in-1 blaster, but Nerf, come on. It's one blaster with 2 attachment pieces. Don't act like, you know, it's some really cool, oh, it does different things with the different stuff. No, it just, you know, no. So another part of this blaster is the way that it's able to compact itself. You can kind of put it into storage mode, I guess you'd call it. So you put your stock in this way, you pull this off, and then you can put that right in there. So you get in this compact mode. Not sure what you do with it in this mode. I mean, it still fires, but it's really awkward to try and get your hand around it. So not really sure what they were trying to go with that. I guess for storage, if you don't want to have a really long blaster in your cabinet or something, a cabinet, a rack, or a shelf or whatever, it just makes it a little more compact, but I don't know what they were trying to go with that. And the last thing I will point out feature-wise is it comes with a belt clip for the stock, so I guess that also helps when you're putting it into its little storage mode, is you can put it on your clip like that. Yeah, that's probably why they added that, so you can do it like that. But not really sure why they made it fold up. I mean, really, it doesn't do much. Besides that, the back has all the dart storage, as you saw when I was telling you about how many darts it came with. The only problem is this really isn't too great of a place to put your darts because they will fall out. It has a slight grip on the darts, which is good, but it's not going to hold them in there if you're really thrashing it around or anything. Now that I have all the features out of the way, let me show you how it fires. And this is probably one of the coolest new firing mechanisms that Nerf has ever done. You pull this back, and up here you'll see a breech. It's kind of cool. You put your dart in like that, then you close it, and it fires. Now, if you've been in the modding community for a while, you will know that a lot of people use breeches for loading their Steffens. This is Nerf's first ever breech, and I really think they took this from the modding community to make this into a nice compact pistol. It's basically a large jolt plunder tube with a breech, and I really like this because people have already done brass breeching for this and it looks super easy. So modding wise, this makes it easy, and just loading wise, I think that's kind of awesome. And it's very easy to load, and it doesn't take much effort to pop it back, so that is great. I like this. Nerf, keep doing breeches. I think they're awesome and really convenient. Now that I've gone over all the features, front, back, wherever, let's put this thing through the chronograph. Like I said before, it is a gray trigger, so don't get your hopes up. Let's see how it does. So how do I feel about the Nerf Sharpfire? Let's start with the attachments first. This stock I really don't like. It would look so much better like this on another blaster, but overall it is blocky. This piece right here, this little jagged piece just sticks into my shoulder. It's not comfortable, at least to me. It's not very comfortable. It just kind of sticks into you. And this blaster's way too small to even need a stock. I get that the kids like it. It's, you know, be useful for kids, but it's just I don't need it. The detachable barrel up here, it's fine. I mean, I'm probably going to use it without it, but by its, you know, just by itself on there, it looks pretty good. If you want kind of that long-barreled pistol or like silencer or whatever, but I'm just probably going to take it off and leave it off. Now let's talk about the blaster just by itself. None of the attachments, none of that nonsense. The blaster by itself is super small, super compact, but the handle is very nice. If they just got rid of this lip, I'm probably going to shave that down just a little bit to make it a little more comfy. If they shave that down, it would be perfect. It's really small, really compact, and I like that because everything just kind of stays in this one form. There's nothing unneeded about it except for the attachments, so that's nice. The biggest problem with this blaster is its range and performance. The chronograph readings, not very good. But I shot it through my little indoor range test, and it was not even reaching the door. It was landing like right near the base of the door. So that's like 23, 25 feet, which is kind of pathetic in a way. It's not very good. But there is hope for this blaster. People have been modding it and putting new breeches and new springs into it, and they've been doing really well. So my final verdict is, for $14.99, this blaster, it's a decent price, but it's not very good performance-wise. However, I recommend you pick one up if you decide to mod it, because you can make this thing into a really cool brass-breeched tiny pistol, and who doesn't like that? I think everyone should own at least one Nerf pistol. So, very comfortable, very compact, pretty awesome if you mod it, but in its stock form, it is lackluster. So, I would really only say get it if you're going to mod it. So there you go, that is my review of the new Nerf Sharpfire, a tiny little pistol that doesn't get too great of range unless you mod it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day wherever you are.